everyone. How's everyone today? Welcome to the Dirt Road Farmer. Well, today we're going to plow this field. I mean, not plow it, but we're going to get it planted. But one of the last things that I needed to do was plow this cornfield because it's corn and because FS22 says that's what we need to do. So we're getting that done right now. As you know, we talked about I was going to join 3 fields, and I have done that. This is probably one of the most time-consuming joins that I've ever done, because each field was different. Each field needed something different or something more. So when it comes to trying to save money, we didn't want to apply fertilizer to everything because everything didn't need fertilizer. And then the parts that we did have to fertilize, we had to change the ground texture before we can add a second stage of fertilizer. So yes, it was a pretty time-consuming join, but we now have one big field here. 3 fields joined together. So whenever we get our planter over here and start getting him programmed in, you will see that we no longer have the 3 separate fields. You'll see the field numbers, but you'll see it's all in one big field. So anyway, as soon as we get it may be right now when this guy or young lady, hi Sue, how are you doing? How are you today? You doing all right? You're doing a great job. All right. Well, as soon as Sue reaches the end of the field here, we'll take her off and take the tractor back to the farm, and we'll get our planter over here. I think we will plant soybeans. I think is what we're going to plant. So anyway, I'll get back with you whenever we get a little farther ahead. All right, this guy is just about to get the field finished, and we'll take him back, and we're going to get our planter started, get him programmed in. Now I'm thinking that the next tomorrow, surely we ought to have a field ready to plant or ready to harvest from what we've planted. Let's see, let's count the fields that we have actually planted. First of all, we got 1, 2, 3. This will be 4, and 5, 6, 7. This one down here will be 8, 9, 10, 11. We've got 11 or 12 fields that we have actually planted, and surely One of them is going to be coming due to be harvested. I'm almost sure that I thought this morning whenever we got up, I thought we would have one of our fields to harvest, but no. So surely it's got to be tomorrow. But no problem if not, you know. All right, let's jump out of this tractor and let's go get in our seed tractor. I've already got him pulled over here. Big Bud, he's ready. All right. Let's get him programmed in. Of course, we got to wait for it to save. All right. Now, right here, field 140, 141, and 142. There's 3 different fields, and now you can see that it is 1. It is 1. All right. So let's clear the current course out of Big Bud. And we want to create another course for him. So let's create a job. We go to Courseplay field work, field position, and let's make it about right there. All right, and as you can see, it outlined the whole thing now. All right, let's bring up the course generator. Now, that toolbar is 86.6 feet wide. Like I said the other day, that's wider than my garage, and that's actually twice as wide as my garage. Oh yeah, we want to start work on the center first. We want to do smooth turnarounds. We want to run clockwise. The up and down is automatic, that's fine. All right, let's generate the field work course. All right, we've got that done. Excellent. And that is where he's going to start, is up at the other end. All right, let's bring our small HUD up. We got a temporary course in there, first waypoint. We want to plant soybeans. All right. Let's tell this man to go to work. And I say man. You know, I really shouldn't say that. Yeah, I know better. Let's see. Well, that's Bob. Hi, Bob. You know where you're going? You got it under control, don't you? Oh, yeah. Well, I guess when we get done today, I guess y'all can go on home and get some supper. All right. Well, we're going to wait for him to figure out where he's headed, where he's going to start. He knows. We don't just yet, but we will. What we do know is that he is going to start on the center rows first so that he doesn't run in his planted ground trying to turn around. So I'll get back with you whenever he gets to where he's going to start. All right. Well, it looks like he found where he wants to start. Now, once this field is planted, you'll never know that it was ever 3 fields. Unless you look at the numbers, you know, on the map. But as far as looking at the field, you'll just think that it's always been one big field. All right. And he is off. Very good. Now let's jump out here and see if we're where we want to be. Actually, let's wait until he gets a little closer to the different soil type. Well, actually, it's not a soil type. It's just changing the soil texture. And then we'll jump out, and we want to make sure that we are where we want to be all across the board. So all right, now we'll jump out. And let's go back here and let's check the different soil textures. Right here we're 98% yield bonus, 100% fertilized. And that's where we should be all across all three fields. If I've done everything right. Yeah, if I've done everything right, it will be. So, now down here it says that, well, it's still 98%. All right. And here we're 98%. So everything is looking good. Everything is looking real good. All right. Well, we're going to let him plant for a while, and I'll get back with you in just a little bit. All right. What I'm doing now is the touch-up work, because we know that he's not going to get it all. He'll miss some spots on his smooth turnaround. So basically what we do is we just come in here at the corners and we just do the touch-up work before he gets to it. All right, right where we know that he's going to have, that he'll miss some, that's where we touch up. And that way, whenever he's done, it's all done. All right. So what I usually do is I usually plant about 4 places in here, 4 rows in each corner. And yes, that's probably a little bit more than I need to, but at the end of the day, or whenever he's done, I don't have to worry about whether he has missed some and we missed it or anything else. We'll know that it's all planted. So and again, you know, I'm not telling you that this is the way that you have to do it. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just merely saying what I do. It's just and you know, you can either do it now or you can do it whenever he's done and take a chance on missing some. So yeah, I just come in now and do it, and that'll give him enough room to make that turn, and if he misses some, no problem, it's already planted. So we'll go to the next corner and we'll get it done. So I'll get back with you here in a moment. All right, well, we're going to get over here because it was us that was using this tractor. We use seed, so we're seed and fertilizer. So we're going to get over here, we're going to fill it back up, and let's see. All right, we got the seed filled up, and let's see about the fertilizer. Okay, this is liquid fertilizer. We can't buy liquid fertilizer here. All right. But we got the seed filled up, and I'll have to go get some more liquid fertilizer to fill it up with that, and we'll be good to go. So let's fold this thing up. I wonder, I should be able to buy a bulk liquid fertilizer silo. I should be able to. So I'll check that out and we'll get that put in here. It'll save me from running to the shop after fertilizer all the time. I can just buy it right here. So, all right. Let's get over there and check on our guy doing the plowing and see how he's making out. All right. I said we were going to come over here and check on the guy plowing, but I meant planting. And now something to take note on. First of all, he's doing a great job. But the ground, this field that he is in right now, when we bought this field, it was in a plowed state. Okay, so that leaves a whole lot of unknowns. Like, we didn't know if the field had been mulched because it was in a plowed state. So, with all that being unknown, all we can do is come in and we needed to lime it. We needed to put the first stage of fertilizer on it, and then we needed to cultivate it so that we would get the second stage of fertilizer whenever we planted. And we get that from the cedar. So we had we had unknowns. So I think what we're going to probably experience here, if we jump out and look, we're going to see that our yield bonus is not going to be 98%. So let's jump out and let's look. All right, as you can see, our yield bonus is 95%. Okay, and that is because they did not take the time to mulch it. It doesn't matter what was planted in here, but they didn't take the time to mulch it. They came in and plowed it, and this is what happens. So you get the 95%. You take that dock, that 3% dock, for not mulching the field. And of course we've been over that several times. So anyway, now if you get down here where we did everything to it, where the ground was not in a plowed state, all right, and now you can see we're up to 98% because we did everything to this. We did take the time to mulch it. Even though the ground is in the plowed state, we mulched this ground before we plowed it. So there you go. All right, well, we're going to let this guy go ahead and continue his up and down rows. He shouldn't have too many more left, and he should be on his headland passes. So I'll see you in a little bit. All right. Well, I think this guy, Bill, I think he's on his last up and down row. And whenever he gets to the end of this row, then he will switch and start doing the headland passes. Everything is really went real well, except for things that are beyond our control, such as that field that was in the plowed state. We had no way of knowing whether it had been mulched. We didn't even know what was even in it, what had even been plowed in it. So, or been planted in it, I should say. So, but you know, that's all okay. This particular time, this particular planting, we will get a 95% yield bonus on it. However, the next time it's planted, the next time it's planted, I guarantee you it'll be 98%. Of course, I know it's just, it's game generated. You know, it's not other people doing it. But you know, in the real world, yes, they do. People do that kind of stuff. And, you know, that's their prerogative, just like it's ours. If we don't want to mulch something, then we don't have to mulch it if we don't want to. You know, that's fine. It's just like on every one of my fields, whenever we get done with it, and whenever I am real happy with it, it still says it needs to be rolled. I don't roll the fields. Why? I don't want to. I find that it's not cost effective to roll it for 2%. So I take that 2% dock. But if you take that 2% dock along with not mulching it, that's another 3%, and now you're at 5%. Now you're starting to get into money. You know, that's 5% of the harvested crop. Now you're getting into a substantial loss. So, you know, I've explained this several times, but it's okay. You know, I don't mind explaining it again, why I do things the way I do. And again, I want you to completely understand that this is just merely my way of doing things. It's not suggesting that in any way that this is the only way to do it, because it is not. You can do whatever you want to do. But this is what I do. And just giving you some ideas. If you can use them on your farm, that's great. And if not, that's okay too, you know. So, but anyway, as you can see, when this guy goes around the corners, such as he did back there, he will tend to miss some. And that's why we come in here and we do what we do at the corners. That way, whenever he is completely done, then the field is completely done. We don't have to worry about if there was any places missed anywhere, because there's not. There's no places missed, because we come in here and we did it. So you'll see that on this corner. Whenever he turns and that toolbar turns like it does, yes, it's going to miss. But we've already got him covered. All right. Well, I think we're going to call this a video. This was a pretty good sized field that we've put together here, and that we've planted in soybeans. Yes, and surely tomorrow we'll have one of our own fields to harvest. We're looking forward to it. So, but anyway, I think we are going to call this a video. If you've liked this content, please go down and give me a like. I'd sure appreciate it. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe to this channel yet, now would be a fantastic time to do so. I would really appreciate that. If you'd like to share this video with someone, that would be fantastic. But as for me, the Dirt Road Farmer, I think we're going to call it a day. And as always, thank you for watching